think it's striking, first of all, the strength that is here at PDAC for amongst the Irish sector. And I think it's hugely important. We've been coming to PDAC for a long number of years with very much an expertise on show, and it's important that we continue that work to show the strength and the fact that Ireland as a country is open for business and open for investment. Well, again, in the Fraser Institute survey, we have now been ranked #1 for Policy Perception Index. The 4th year in a row, we have ranked 4th for overall attractiveness, up from 9th last year, and I think that is a superb result. Ireland's strong presence at PDAC is maintained in the annual Ireland booth, which is an impressive collaboration of both the Republic and our northern colleagues, and that collaboration will continue, and it's important that we do showcase that collaboration. So that is booth 903 to 909. In addition to focusing on job creation, Geoscience Ireland supports robust companies specialising in STEM jobs, where excellence in such subjects provides world-class goods and services that create many more jobs downstream. Furthermore, the opportunities for Irish consultancies and contracting companies to expand their offering to the Canadian market has been enhanced by the EU-Canada Comprehensive Economic Trade Agreement, or CETA. Earlier in the afternoon, you would have heard the work of the Geological Survey of Ireland. The Department continues to support the TELUS survey across Ireland, and next Monday, I think it is, we'll announce in Galway that the airborne geophysical survey now covers 50% of Ireland, and a contract is in place for the next 3 years to reach 75% coverage, and the geochemistry part of the programme will reach 50% by the end of this year, and that's very important work and continued investment by government through my department. And an economic review of the geoscience sector outputs for 2016 across the areas of geotourism, geoheritage, groundwater, extractive industries, geoscience research and geohazards has been completed. And on the 26th of July, the President, Michael D. Higgins, signed into law the Minerals Development Act of 2017. This Act provides a modern and streamlined regulatory system to consolidate existing legislation which dates back to the 1940s, and also to modernise it, particularly in the areas of environmental responsibilities, which clearly we have now. And this also provides for the continued vesting in the Minister for Communications, Climate Action and Environment the exclusive rights of working, selling or otherwise disposing of private minerals subject to compensation. The statute provides for greater transparency and predetermination of terms, including rents and royalties, which will streamline the permitting process. It will also bring together other aspects in the regulation of minerals by E&D in line with current best practice. The Minerals Development Act repeals, as I said, the Minerals Development Acts from the 1940s, and the Act is it's magic going on, or I'm obviously touching everything here, but anyway, the Act is one of the largest pieces of legislation that was passed, some 250 different sections. The next task will be drafting of secondary legislation or statutory instruments to ensure the implementation in full of the commitments in this Act. In addition, the Department of Business, Enterprise and Innovation is developing a new set of regulations for the mining sector in terms of health and safety. Again, some of these acts date back to the 1960s, and clearly there's been technological advancements since that, and new regulations will be put in place again in the near future by my colleague Minister Pat Green. The Department also makes exploration and mining data available online free of charge. The EMD continues its policy of publicly releasing mineral exploration data that is 6 years old, or for licenses which have been surrendered, whichever is the sooner. And in 2017, some 200 exploration reports were placed on the EMD's Opal systems. In addition, data from the Galmoy mine and Mission mine were also released, and the information contains geological, geotechnical, environmental and mine closure data. One of the trends, I think, within the sector is the use of big data. The Exploration and Mining Division have identified that this is a major priority for 2018, and in 2017 contracted Oral Exploration Services to collate all raw material and exploration data that have been publicly released into a single database, which I think would be of great use. To be known as the Exploration Data Depository, or EDD, the work for 2018 includes rolling out templates to standardise data collection. The ultimate aim is to make all publicly released digital exploration data and EDD accessible to a web viewer. So look, I'll finish up with that. We had a good discussion this morning at the breakfast, and I think there was a level of enthusiasm and interest in mining in Ireland. And as I said, we've listened, and we're always listening, and we're always keen to improve the offering for the sector. So thank you very much for the invitation to address you all. I hope you had an interesting afternoon here at this presentations, and to compliment all of you who have travelled over and all of you who may be travelling over and have an interest in investing in this very important sector. Thank you very much again for the invite, and enjoy the networking event later on. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, is it okay if I read out a statement here? I think there's a big elephant in the room, and I know you're saying we need these commodities. Sorry, but gold is not a commodity we need. This is a statement on behalf of the opposition groups in the Sperrins against Dalradian Gold, and in Armagh, Monaghan and Cavan against Conroy Gold's plans across those.
I'm sorry, the time for the programme is finished at this stage.
That Ireland is certainly not open to the type of toxic gold mining business that Dalradian and Conroy.
No, I'm sorry, the session is finished at this stage, so thank you very much for
Let her speak. Let her speak.
The side they don't want you to hear. There is a growing anti-gold mining community in Ireland, and while Dalradian, for example, would have you believe that the Curraghnalt area only has sheep farmers and bog and are crying out for jobs, that there is no opposition, we can tell you the real story. That we are sheep farmers, but we are also solicitors, teachers, doctors, engineers and more. We are well educated, we are tech savvy, and we have an army of people ready to take you on and stop your plans. Do not underestimate us, and do not listen to Dalradian that there is no opposition. A rep from Conroy Gold told us yesterday that there is interest in developing mining and Wicklow and experts, but the visual and tourism impact will stop it. Thank God, we'll have a listen to Dalradian's site in their own words. It is situated within the Sperrins Mountains area of outstanding natural beauty. The site is located between the Owen Killieu and Owen Ray rivers, which are within the River Foyle and Tributary Special Area of Conservation, which supports significant presence of Atlantic salmon and otter. The Owen Killieu River is also a special area of conservation, and it features the largest population of freshwater pearl mussels in Northern Ireland. Much of the higher ground is covered with blanket bog and wet heath habitats that are recognised as priority habitats in Northern Ireland and also under EU directives. Does that sound like somewhere to be developed for a gold mine? As representatives of the local communities directly affected by their plans, we want to register our anger and disappointment that this presentation does not engage with us. Be prepared, because our fight is only beginning. The gold mining industry may have walked over communities in other countries and areas, but you will not do it to us. Ira, MPM Ort, the Agashtatlin, Ogden Shakrak Shaw, a Hogan Rash, and Joy, MPM Ort, Smealier and Damash, a Yamfer, our Tallard, our Cheer. For those present, if you want to find out more about the real story, the good and the bad, have a look at the Facebook page, Save Our Sperrins. Have a look and see that we've set up a 24-hour, 7 days a week camp, and Dalradian Gold will not be developing and will not get through with their plans in our country.
Here. In a response, Minister Kane, to one of your own